What's up, rock stars? Coach Betty Rocker here. Welcome to today's lower body workout. We're going to be doing a really fun format today called elimination rounds. So you're going to have a bunch of moves, then we're going to knock some off when we go through our second round, increasing the time, and so on and so forth to give you an awesome challenge and a great workout in 30 minutes or less. So things that will come in handy today are an elevated surface, like I've got my ottoman from my living room right here. You could also use a stair in your house, a kitchen stool. You don't need anything fancy. And I've also got a couple of weighted objects. So you could have dumbbells, you could have water bottles, you could have anything around like this. And one of the moves is called a donkey kick, where we'll be kicking our leg up towards the ceiling like this. Some people like to put a dumbbell behind their knee. Other people like to use a mini band and have that to pull against. So if this sounds like something you'd like to try and you have a mini band, great, but it's totally optional. Just wanted to tell you in case you wanted to grab some equipment. And let's go ahead and get started. So you're welcome to try this. We'll go ahead and go over it just because it's a little weird if you haven't done it before. So if you want to hold light weights on your shoulders, fine. If not, you're going to step to the left, bending that left knee. And as we come up, we're going to cross the right knee over to meet the left elbow. So step it out and then cross it over. It's super weird. Step, cross, right? Step, cross. I'm going to start the timer. I think you've got that down. So step it out. We're going to stay on this same leg. Step it out, cross, repeat, back to center, step it out, cross, back to center, step it out, cross, back to center, step it out, cross. You're getting a lot of great activation of the inner thighs, the glutes, the quads. Everything is working, and of course you're really working those obliques. Step it out, cross. Okay, take a breather. And we're going to do that on the other side. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start the other side right now because we had a few extra reps on the other side. So we're stepping out to the right this time and then crossing that left knee up to meet our right elbow. And then we step back to the starting position. Good. We're not rushing really with this one, right? So you're just deliberately stepping out, taking advantage of that lateral lunge. Really nice job. Step it out, cross it over, step it out, cross it over, step it out, cross it over. Last one, step it out, cross it over. Great job. Now you can retain your weighted objects. We're going to do a prisoner squat step up. So the prisoner squat, we start kneeling, we come up. And as we come up, instead of just stepping up, we're going to step up onto something. And then as you step down, your knee will come back behind you. And as you come forward, you will step up on the other side. There is a step in between. So I have to step my foot in front of me before I step my other foot up onto the elevated surface. Play around with this. Feel it out. You can step onto a stair, or you can step onto a higher surface. You can keep your weighted objects at your sides, or you can keep them up on your shoulders. I'm gonna give you a couple extra seconds to practice this one. Last 3, 2, and 1. Great job. To get the hang of that one, of course you can stay down. You don't have to step up onto something. I just wanted to give you that extra bonus lift for the glutes. We're gonna move into calf raises. Very nice and simple and easy, but challenging for the calves. So just lift your heels off the ground, keeping your core braced, keeping your shoulders back and down. Once again, option to keep the arms at our sides or up on our shoulders. You can switch around. Sometimes I like to switch around. I'll start out one way, then I'll change to the other way. We're not here for very long. We've just got about 30 seconds of each exercise to do. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Join me down in a plank position. Elevated plank is fine, so is regular plank, but there's no kneeling plank for this because we're going to actually step to a runner's lunge where our foot comes to the outside of our hand, and then we're going to turn that into a jump, right? So So you're gonna keep your core braced and you're gonna jump your feet. Forward and back, forward and back. Try to keep your gaze neutral. Try not to slam your knees down to the floor. Hands are stacked just below your shoulders. And we're just switching runner's lunge side to side. Last 3, 2, 1. Great job. Okay, remember the donkey kicks I mentioned? You can either stick a weighted object behind your knee. You can put on ankle weights. You could also slide a band over your knees and you would kick up using the band to resist against, okay? I'm gonna use the weighted object behind my knee. Just wanted you to see that you have lots of options. We're gonna start with the left leg. So put your right knee braced down on the mat, stacked below your hips, hands stacked below shoulders, and you're just gonna kick that left foot up towards the ceiling, keeping your hips level and square, not allowing that left hip to open up or your right hip to collapse in. Make sure you have a nice even weight distribution between both hands and your knee that's down. Great job. You've got 10 seconds to go on this side, and then we're gonna switch sides. Great work, come on. So strong. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go ahead and set up to do the other side. So for me, I'm gonna switch my weighted object over behind my right knee crease. You might be using the band and you're all set already. So let's begin. Making sure we have those hands planted directly below shoulders, keeping the core braced, no arch in the back. Really pressing your heel up as if you were gonna kick the ceiling above you with that little raise each time. Great work, come on, kick it up. Keep that nice flat back. Don't let your hips rotate or shift around. There's a lot of counter rotational muscles working here to keep you stable in this 3-legged tabletop. Last 2, last 1. Great work. Go ahead and set your equipment used off to the side. We're gonna do some jump squats next. Go ahead and come up to a standing position. Brace your core. Option to do full body extensions here to get more of a cardio burn without the jumping. But if you're up for the jumping, we're gonna go ahead and start that now. We're not here for long. Land lightly, knees tracking in line with toes. You may bend a little farther forward than me. You may not drop your butt back as far as me. Just really focus on good form. Core brace. You are doing awesome. Lift up off the mat, getting that little bonus calf burn, little bonus thigh burn. Quads are working. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, we're gonna hit our core for this last 30 seconds. So join me down on the mat. Grab a couple of weighted objects. They don't have to be heavy. We're gonna hold them up over our chest just to give us something to brace against here. So I want you to lower all the way down onto your back and recruit that blueberry spine. So if you feel that natural curve in your lower back, you're gonna stick a big flat blueberry right in the center of it. Then you're gonna press your back down to flatten the blueberry out without totally squashing it. That's gonna give you some control and put you into a neutral spine. You can also think of this as bracing your core. Arms up, hug your shoulders back, even as you engage your core. From here, straight legs or bent knees, and we're gonna wiper our feet one side and then the other. If you find your back is lifting up off of the mat, simply bend the knees and go side to side. I'm gonna start your timer now. I want you to get a couple bonus reps in there. Let's go. One side and then the other, working those obliques. Do not force this if you find your lower back is lifting off the mat, your abs are shaking, just bend the knees. Let your body get stronger safely without hurting your back. The stronger you get, the more reps you can do with straight legs. But we all go through a progression. Sometimes we lose strength for a while because we had to take a break and then we come back to it. You have muscle memory, remember. You can always come back strong. Last 2 and 1. Set everything off to the side. Rock yourself up. Quick break. We're gonna go back through the first 7 moves, but for a longer set each time. So remember, the first one we started with was that lateral lunge with the cross crunch. How was the resistance that you chose for that first set? Do you want to use any heavier resistance? Was it just right? Do you want to go down? Do you want to do body weight only? Your choice. You get to choose. This is our second set. Your body's nice and warm. So this is the time if you do want to increase, be my guest. However, it's not required. I mean, you may have been calibrating that first set and the amount you used was just right. So let's go ahead and remind our body what this looks like. This time we're gonna add a variation to this though. So we're gonna step to the left and the left leg is gonna come up and across, okay? Last time we did the right leg when we stepped to the left. This time we're gonna do step to the left and crunch to the left. So start in the center. I'll be more than flawsome with my cues this time, I promise. I'm gonna hit start on our timer. We're gonna step to the left, coming out, and then rotate across to the left. Use it, lifting that left knee up off the floor. You may like this one a little better. I wanted to slow it down in our first round, so we got the hang of it. You're doing great. Nice. Out to the left, cross it over. You're gonna get more reps this time. Your body's nice and warm and prepared. Cross it over. Nice work, come on, 15 seconds to go. Out and cross. Each time you step down, brace your core. Make sure your knee is tracking in line with your toes. Last 3, 2, 1. Quick breather. We're gonna be stepping to the right for our next set. Catch your breath. There's a little bit of cardio involved with that strength move. Get those weighted objects up on your shoulders. Step to the right. Cross it over to the right knee. Step to the right, cross it over. Step. Each time you step it down, make sure that you have a strong base as you send your hip back behind you, keeping your core braced. You can totally bring your hands down to your sides for this one. I find my hands with resistance get in the way though. So for this move, I like to keep them up on my shoulders. It's important to keep your core engaged and chest open here. Don't let your shoulders collapse. However you're choosing to hold your weight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Our next move is that prisoner step up. So we have added the option and elevated surface. Kneel in front of your elevated surface. Weighted objects on your shoulders or at your sides. Go ahead and step forward with your left foot, then step your right foot up onto the elevation, and then step down with control. This time, right foot steps forward, left foot steps up onto the elevation. So we're just alternating sides. You have a little bit longer this time to work on this one. Remember, weighted objects can go at your sides. I felt like I wanted to switch my position there. My shoulders were getting tired of holding them up. Work through this. It's a marching pace. It's not a rushing pace. Keep your head and neck up, shoulders back, core braced, all the usual cues. You're stepping your feet down below your shoulders. You're done. Awesome work. Catch your breath. Come to standing, holding on to your weights, or grab something heavier for calf raises. In position, feet just about hip distance apart, lifting our heels up and then lowering them down. You've got a longer set here. Brace your core. You're doing great. Come on. Lift and lower. Shoulders back and down. Check in with them. Check in with your core. Now check in with your feet. Do you have your weight evenly distributed across your feet? Or are you pushing down on the inner corner of one foot and the outer corner of the other? Check in with those little misalignments and correct them. Usually bracing your core and aligning your pelvis can really help with those things. Good, come on, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend your knees to set down your weighted objects, coming into that runner's lunge position, either in an elevated plank or regular plank. Left foot steps to the outside of our left hand, and we're gonna get ready to jump switch our feet. Come on, jump switch those feet, maintaining your nice strong plank, maintaining the position of your hands stacked just below your shoulders. Great work, come on. Jump switch, jump switch. Nice work. You don't have to go super fast here. This is a tough one. You can pause, take a beat in between your jump switches. You can drop a knee down in between if you need a little breather, but just keep moving. You could also take the speed out of this and do a low impact step. If you want to break from the jumps, you've got 5 seconds to go. Last one. Woo! Okay, we're gonna do our donkey kicks. This is the last opportunity to do donkey kicks in today's workout. It's a longer set, starting with the left leg. Go ahead and get yourself in position, whether you've got a stretchy band, an ankle weight, or you want to put a weighted object behind your knee. Bringing yourself into tabletop, hands stacked below shoulders, knees stacked below your pelvis, and begin. We're going to go ahead and press that left foot up to the ceiling, really working the glutes, especially the glute max, which is your primary hip extensor. Great job. Come on. Pressing it up and lowering it down with control. Core should be braced, back should be flat. Remember how we adjusted ourselves into blueberry spine in our very first move? Think about that, or actually our very last move in our last set, the floor wipers. Awesome. You're gonna think about that position that you learned and use that in your tabletop. I'm catching myself looking down, so I'm gonna bring my head and neck back to a neutral position. Come on, let's do a bonus 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. And we're gonna start as soon as you're ready. Let's go, come on. Let's get it up there. Right foot pressing up towards the ceiling. Keeping that nice braced core. Head and neck neutral, hands stacked below shoulders. Last set of these. You can do it. Press it up, press that heel up towards the ceiling. Great job. You got about less than 30 seconds to go on this side. So strong, powerful. Come on, doing awesome. Keep breathing. Don't let your hips collapse one side or the other. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Okay, we're gonna go back to the top of our moves, and we're doing each move for a minute straight. Yes. So have a quick breather. Got lots more time here, 5 more minutes to really maximize your time in today's workout. Elimination rounds are like this. And if you move on and do body rock 2, it's all ladders, so things compound on each other instead of being taken away. I think you're gonna love the combination. Highly recommended. Woo. Okay, I'm drinking my Rock and Restore. Just getting a little bit of those aminos in there and some fluid. Okay, lateral lunge, cross crunch, a minute on each leg. Okay, so we're giving this little extra breathing space, this little extra recovery time so that we can really hit it hard for our last set. This is your chance to change how much resistance you're using. Option to go up in resistance, stay the same, or even go down because you have a longer set. You may be like, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling strong, I want to push myself. It's all good. We're going to start out stepping to the left. So pick up your weighted objects, and I may be mixing things up about halfway through, but we're going to start with what you learned in our last set, where you're stepping out with the left leg and then crossing the left leg over. Here we go. Step it out to the left, cross the left knee over. Step it out to the left, cross the left knee. Out to the left, cross it over. Great job, come on. So strong. So good. Feel those inner thighs working for you, those quads working for you, your core, your back, everything integrating around your pelvis. So good. Come on, keep it up. Now we're gonna mix it up. So on this next step out, you're gonna step it out, step to the center, cross your right knee over. Step your left leg out, step to the center, cross your right knee over. Step it out, center cross, come on. Out, center cross. It's fun to mix it up. Confuse your muscles a little bit, confuse your brain. Working on that mind-muscle connection. Still stepping out with the left leg, then crossing it over with the right knee. Come on, out and cross. Take a break. Catch your breath, walk it off. You're gonna want this recovery because we're gonna do this all again. To the right. Shoulders back and down, weights up on your shoulders, step it to the right. Cross that right knee, cross. Keeping your left foot in the same position this entire time. Really nice. This is what we did in round 2. Step it out, cross it over. Step it out, cross it over. Out, cross. You got this. Come on, out and cross. You don't need to rush. Stay strong. Keep breathing. Keep your core braced, chest up. Last one on this way. Now when you step this one out, step to the center, cross your left leg. Right leg out, step to the center, left leg cross. Right leg out, step to the center, left leg cross. Good. Center, cross. Out, center, and cross. Out, center, and cross. Almost done. Center, cross. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Prisoner step-ups. Get yourself set up in front of your elevated surface. You got a full minute to practice this one this time. Weights up on your shoulders or at your sides. Come to a kneeling position. Step your left foot in front of you and step your right foot up to your elevated surface. Step it down with control, stepping your right leg back. Then step your right foot forward. This time left foot comes up. It's very natural. Each time you step the knee back, the other leg wants to lead you forward. Just work with it. Don't worry if you don't get the legs perfectly. Just stay in motion. Marching forward with your knees and then coming up onto your elevated surface. Coordination and muscle strength are all being included in this workout today to give you an amazing session. You've got this. Come on, lift up and step forward, step down, step forward, step down. You're almost done. 9 seconds to go. So close. This is the last set of these we get to do today. Last 2, last one. Finish your set and step it down. Hold on to those weighted objects or grab something heavier. We'll move into our calf raises after a quick breather. I'm gonna drink a little Rock and Restore. It's my essential aminos. Free-form aminos go straight to your bloodstream, go straight where your body needs them most. I'm wanting to support muscle protein synthesis with this workout, but our essential aminos, which are the 9 that your body can't make on their own, also support cognitive function, support your immune function, your hormone and enzyme function, and Rock and Restore contains an optimal dose of leucine, which is the most anabolic or muscle building of the branched chain aminos. So it's a fantastic formula to include during your workouts. Okay, calf raises and jump switch runners lunges. Those are our last 2 moves. Now that we have a little chance to catch our breath, go ahead and pick up your weighted objects. You can either put them on your shoulders or keep them at your sides. We're gonna lift up on our heels. Starting out with our feet facing forward. Great job. Lifting those heels. So strong. And now we're gonna go ahead and switch and put our heels facing in towards each other as we continue to lift up and lower down. Keep those shoulders back. Again, option to put the weighted objects up on your shoulders or keep them at your sides, your choice. Lift those heels up, up, up. Come on, you got this. Up. And we're gonna go ahead and turn our toes in towards each other slightly. You don't have to have them touching. They don't have to touch each other perfectly with your big toes. Just lift your heels up with your toes pointed slightly in. If this is uncomfortable, just go back to where we started, where your toes are facing forward. You've got 5 seconds to go. Finish it strong. 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and put those weighted objects off to the side. We're gonna move into our very last move, which is the jump switch runner's lunge. You can take it elevated, you can take it down on the mat. Plant your hands below your shoulders in either case. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, then jump switch your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Option, because this is a long set and you may be feeling this one, you can step and step back. You can step in and step back. You can turn it into a low impact runner's switch, or you can alternate between fast and slow if you start to get winded. Remember, you have options. Protect your body, keep that core braced. Come on, just 30 seconds to go. Halfway there. Keep it up. You're working your core, your legs, your back, your chest. This is an amazing move. You are amazing. Come on, your body is amazing. Doesn't matter how fast you're doing this, doesn't matter what version you're doing with it, you're doing it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Amazing work, rock star. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. As always, I appreciate your time. I hope you got a great workout, and I would love to invite you to utilize my entire class library with over 1,000 different kinds of workouts, everything from circuit training like we did today with minimal equipment to workouts with no equipment, all the way up to workouts with barbells and heavier equipment. We've got bar, yoga, mobility, stretching, all the different types of workouts in our class library. Plus we have programming. So there are all kinds of 30-day challenge programs, some that go in a 2-part series. So you have an entire 8-week program to follow, and you can progress with your strength and with your goals within our wonderful women's fitness community. And the Team Betty Rocker coaches and I are there to answer your questions and help you stay on track. There's awesome recipes, everything that you need at your fingertips to live your healthy lifestyle of awesome. So definitely check out Rock Your Life and grab a 30-day trial to the best program that I offer. I hope to see you in there. As always, I'm Betty Rocker. You are so awesome and amazing. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you real soon.